Welcome to another beautiful day on the farm. It gets colder by the minute. I'm going to start making roosts for the hen house today, but first I need to clean up this mess because there's some woodworking to do. Yes, I save and reuse screws. I'm a thrifty sucker. There. But this is how far they would stick out.
I think that's okay.
And then they would hinge up.
Yeah.
Like this. Who broke this? Did you break that?
I didn't break it.
Oh. It was an oopsie with the loader. Alright, I'll hold that one up even. We don't need to build roosts, we just need to have you and the kids standing in here.
She stays up there and she trash talks everybody who comes to get a drink.
She's like the guy at the water cooler at work. Hey, do you know why eggs don't tell jokes to each other?
No.
They're afraid of cracking up. Now we got to put chicken wire up between these two because the roosts are going to go down here and we don't want the chickens pecking a hole in the plastic. What are you doing? I had a real supervisor. Feed truck's here. The feed truck's here. Hi. We run 3 gravity wagons in the summer and 2 in the winter. The 2 in the winter are filled with this one, pig feed, and the other one, layer feed. We get it at 3 tons at a time and just pull the cart out in the driveway and the feed truck comes and augers new grain into it when we run out. In the summertime we also run a 3rd gravity wagon for broiler feed. I'm going to build the new roosts in 8-foot by 8-foot modular sections in my shop where the weather's a little nicer. And then once I complete them, Hilarie and I can bring them out to the coop and install them. We'll just go on the centers. 1 foot, 2 foot. Just roughly. This isn't rocket science. Now I need to figure out how to frame in legs on this one side. The other side will hinge. I'm not really sure how to do it because I want the legs to be removable so when we fold it up we're not hitting our heads on them. So I was thinking about making a pocket somehow to hold the leg in. I'm going to scratch my head a little bit. I might wind up just screwing them in from the top. Alright, the head scratching's over. I am just going to screw them onto the side here, and if they're in the way when they're folded up, the legs, I'll just unscrew them. Pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hinges on this side, and then when we get the thing up in the house we'll put the legs on the other side. I heard somebody say once that Phillips head screws are no problem to drive if you use new bits. Well, I've never had any luck new bits or old bits. I'd much rather use the star head screws, whatever they're called, Torx head. If I drilled pilot holes, then they would go in easily. But I don't want to do that. I got kind of a sad, but I guess funny story. When I started building this, I had a couple of these together and I thought, oh crap, how am I going to get through the door here? Door's 6'8" by 3 foot wide. I thought, well, I'll just take it through the overhead door. That's easy. I never stopped to think about how I would get it into the chicken house, because that also has a 6'8" by 3' door. So this is 8 foot by 8'3". It ain't going through. I'm going to have to modify it. These are the things that make days fun. I'm just going to cut it down to 6 feet instead of 8 feet in length, so it'll go through the door. I wasn't looking forward to carrying this heavy thing anyway. Make it a little lighter.
First or second customer. It's their second one. I mean, we could just leave them like this and they would roost on it. We could.
We did that with the old one, remember? And they argue over the highest roof. That's why we're making them all the same height like we do in the eggmobiles.
What are you doing? Stop pecking me, please. The chicken that always sits on the drinkers on the roost now.
Oh, that one. Hens will complain if it's not level. So the idea is when we want to clean under it.
There's a chicken on it.
Come on. Come on. We'll just wire it up here, and then we can come under here and shovel it. And we can take these feet off if we want to. Why do we want chickens on roosts at night?
So they don't get cold.
That's right. When they're on the concrete, it's cold at night, and it's not very clean for them. No matter how much bedding we put in here, it's nice to have them roosting so that when they poop, it just goes onto the ground. That's one section, and I'm going to come down with more sections, but not right now. We got to put up the run that we took down to pour the concrete. Hilarie's driving posts today because I hurt my shoulder working on the barn. Very good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yay!
Only 20 more to go.
Not quite 20.
We should get him going about the Civil War. That made him question, or made his father really question the way farming was done. We got to fix the ramp here because it's seen a lot of traffic, and it's kind of slippery with these things loose. You know, I made a pencil with 2 erasers once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was pointless. You don't want the chickens to slip and slide when they come down the ramp. What do you call a chicken with a sprained ankle?
What?
I don't know. I didn't think anything for that one. Do chickens have ankles?
I think they do.
They have feet and legs, so I guess they should have ankles, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. This run is ready for the chickens. We'll let them in. Do chickens like pickles? I don't know. They seem suspicious. I was hoping to get some pickled eggs out of this. I wanted to give you a quick tour of our chicken winter house now that we're all set up for the winter. This we call the top house, and this has the nesting boxes in it. And then it has the 2 doors to the outside runs. And the doors are worked with these ropes. So you can open both doors from inside and not have to go into the pen. The second door rope is right here, lowers and raises them. And then we have one outdoor run here, which used to double as a vegetable garden in the summer. And we layer hay in here in the winter time so that they have something to scratch at and it doesn't get too wet. And then over here, we have the run we just finished. And we have a couple takers already. And then around this way, we have the high tunnel, which we did a lot of work on this summer. And this is the bulk of the space, really. So it gives the chickens plenty of room to spread out. They have the choice of this, the top house, and then the 2 outdoor runs. When we get the roosts in here, it'll practically kind of double the space because then they'll have 2 layers to be on. In essence, the layers will have 2 layers. Huh? 10 minutes later, they're out here doing the Texas 2-step. Some very special customers are here to pick up meat and eggs, and I want you to meet them. I would like to introduce you to 2 of the people that were probably most impactful in getting Hilarie and I to start farming. This is Deborah and Bob Ray. And I worked with Deborah, maybe for Deborah, for years. She's a CFO at the firm that I used to be at. And I used to go over to dinner to her and Bob's house every week after I left work, trying to figure out what to do. And they knew Joel Saladin and got me into this whole mess.
And I said, if you want to farm, go farm. You may do that. You don't have to be an architect for the rest of your life. And it was like a light bulb went off. I don't? No, says I. You may change career paths.
Usually when Deborah tells me to do something, I do it.
And stay with us for the 5 weeks.
I don't know if I've ever met your brother. Well, we were going to do that before
Yes,
COVID
we were.
started.
Yes, I was going to say between COVID and your general unavailability.
In you go. Come on. You're always out here. Come on. In you go. Boy, you're a fatty. All right, you little goofs. These guys are doing well. Oh, he got caught. Plenty more feed for you. Oh my gosh, you ate that right down. Huh. I've about had it for today. I'm going to finish afternoon chores and then I might go in and lay on the couch and take a nap next to the fire. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.